ever get along with 50 again? Because I be thinking it's like, it's really, I think is it just entertainment?
Well, my thing really is this, Joe. You can't hang out with me every day for years. Then all of a sudden, if I don't give you half of my company, now it's, oh, you're dumb and you're stupid and you can't do this and you can't do that. But if I can't do all these things, why are you hanging around me? That's all I'm trying to ask. If I'm such a person that don't know certain things and I'm not that sharp, why you want to be around me every day?
They don't like him because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no, like, the people's champ, like Ali was standing for the same things.
Right.
The audience was standing for. You know, he doesn't have any of that. It's just money.
Floyd Mayweather explains why his relationship with 50 Cent eventually fell apart. Mayweather says he spent a lot of time with 50 Cent and shared many experiences with him. However, hearing 50 Cent later make disrespectful remarks about his intelligence and abilities ultimately crossed the line.
This is the truth, and I come on record and say this. Right now, today, I don't know what nobody else can do, but I can sit in my house and I don't have to do nothing else for the rest of my life, and I still would collect money every week until the casket closed.
Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent have shared a long and highly publicized feud, with 50 Cent repeatedly making claims about Mayweather's finances and personal life. According to 50 Cent, the tension grew when Mayweather allegedly asked him for financial help before serving jail time. 50 Cent claimed that he lent Mayweather money during that period, expecting it to eventually be repaid. However, 50 Cent alleged that after Mayweather was released from jail, the money was never returned.
Golden Boy fighter. You see what I'm saying? He fights on every Golden Boy card. They do all the footwork on
like
every
the negotiations
show.
and the imprint, the paperwork.
They
like,
build the whole show. So when he says helping with Mayweather promotions and it's not there, I go, okay, I know what he means. He wants me to
get it together.
Put it together for him. So I do TMT promotions. I get it all the way together. Sign the actual fighters. We had acquisition of Gamboa. It's like I had to negotiate a release. It was $1.2 million. Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dip, WBA champion Celestino Calabero. You know, so we brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
The situation reportedly became even more frustrating when Mayweather appeared to have plenty of money to spend on expensive cars, including Lamborghinis and other luxury purchases. From 50 Cent's perspective, watching Mayweather spend heavily while allegedly ignoring the money he owed him added even more tension to their already strained relationship. Over time, 50 Cent continued speaking publicly about Mayweather's finances, making claims about his wealth and spending habits. Their ongoing exchanges eventually turned the personal disagreement into one of boxing and entertainment's most recognizable celebrity feuds.
Because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you...
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when... But see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardless. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he going to say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I got to ask you for it?
Right.
And then when he...
Are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face and he tell me to do it.
Their old feud resurfaced when Floyd Mayweather faced renewed criticism over the allegations. Although Mayweather denied the claims, that did not stop 50 Cent from taking another public shot at his longtime rival. Earlier this year, 50 posted a video on Instagram showing Mayweather denying the allegations during a live panel. The post was later deleted, but its message was clear. 50 mocked Mayweather while suggesting that the legal situation could become difficult for him, captioning the video, "Well, that case is going nowhere because you didn't do the deal. Champ, he must have named the writer separately to make him have to pay his own legal team. Champ mad." The post showed that despite years passing since their original fallout, 50 remained willing to publicly challenge Mayweather whenever controversy surrounded him. 50 Cent has also criticized Floyd Mayweather for allegedly making money the center of everything. He suggests that Floyd became so focused on wealth and financial success that other values seemed to take a back seat. According to 50 Cent, this attitude eventually influenced how some people viewed the undefeated boxer outside the ring.
Now, look, when me and Floyd, when they were visibly able to see our relationship, because Floyd, we've been friends since 2002. He traveled to Puerto Rico, Big Show Power Summit, to be out there while I was doing my thing. Was already a big fan of mine and support me. You know what I'm saying? So it just was so much success that in both two different directions that they didn't see it until later when things slowed down a little bit and then got a chance to hang out with each other. But there was a point where I'm looking at things and I'm going, yo, we kind of got the wrong messaging point. Because we're saying we got all the money in the world, we're gonna burn it, we're gonna get it again, so what? And they're repeatedly watching us do this. And we're in the middle of a recession at the time. But his numbers were going up at that point. You know what I mean? So when you say change it, he goes, nah, you do that, Five. Because it's going up. Like, he said something to me one time, very simple. He said, what a prize fighter fight for? And I'm like, and he said, the prize. So it's okay for you to watch the fight. Don't nobody watch Floyd fight to see how amazing it is.
Criticism goes even further, with 50 Cent claiming that part of the audience started watching Mayweather's fights for a completely different reason. Instead of tuning in simply to admire his boxing skills, they wanted to see him finally lose. His outspoken personality, lavish lifestyle, and constant focus on money allegedly turned him into a polarizing figure. For 50 Cent, this showed how Mayweather's public image had become nearly as controversial as his achievements inside the boxing ring.
Have any of that, it's just money. You know what I'm saying? And that, he knows you don't like him.
Is that the point, you think?
Well, it didn't matter because the numbers was going up.
Right.
When I was saying we should change it, I went and partnered with the United Nations World Food Program, provided a meal through.
Amid their ongoing feud, 50 Cent mocked Floyd Mayweather and his Money Team brand, turning the rivalry into another public jab. At the time, 50 Cent appeared to use social media to ridicule Mayweather's image and business empire, tweeting, "If anyone wants a Money Team jacket, I'm selling mine for $1. The snapback hat comes with it. That's a fair price." Long before widespread questions about Floyd Mayweather's finances, 50 Cent was already mocking his spending, business decisions, and lavish lifestyle. His criticism portrayed Floyd as someone obsessed with displaying wealth while potentially struggling to manage it wisely. At the time, many dismissed these claims as part of their personal feud, yet Floyd continued showcasing luxury cars, watches, private jets, and his extravagant lifestyle online, making 50's earlier accusations increasingly interesting to audience.
50 Cent continuously mocked Floyd's reading capabilities and intellect, writing out hilarious messages pretending to be Floyd, and 50's trolling was so devastating that to this day, people still make fun of Floyd for allegedly not being able to read. And while the insight that 50 gave us into Floyd's life and lack of business intellect is technically just hearsay, considering how bad Mayweather's finances are today, it seemed like 50 Cent was right all along. Floyd did another big money fight, securing a $32 million purse for a rematch against Marcos Maidana, and around this time, Instagram was reaching mainstream popularity, which was perfect for Floyd to constantly flex his wealth. He'd post videos of himself working out while his paid entourage wanders around his gym and scrolls on their phones. He'd post poor quality videos of him panning over watches that had enough diamonds and gems to buy a small suburban neighborhood neighborhood. He'd show off his massive luxury car collection of customized Ferraris, Bugattis, and Lamborghinis. And in 2014, his collection reached new heights after he purchased an over $50 million Gulfstream G650 nicknamed Air Mayweather, fully customized and branded with the Money Team logo. And leading up to his next super fight with Manny Pacquiao in 2015, he was eager to show off his custom-built Las Vegas home that he nicknamed the Big Boy Mansion for approximately $10 million.
50 Cent repeatedly mocked Floyd Mayweather's reading abilities, using the joke as another way to ridicule his longtime rival. During the fallout surrounding Mayweather's 2020 exhibition plans and reported financial issues involving the proposed Logan Paul fight, 50 Cent took another shot at him on Instagram. He wrote, "Oh no, don't cry now, champ. They beat you out of $320 million, you dumbass. I told you. Let me read the contracts. Now lace up. You gotta look good, Fighting Mike. Then maybe we can get Bud to beat your ass for some big money." The post continued their long-running feud, but 50 had more to say as he delivered another message to Floyd.
For you, Floyd, if you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. Fuck the bucket of ice, man. I had a fuck call from my man Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy said if Floyd accepts the challenge, then he'll put it on the actual show so you can read it on the show. We don't want to put pressure on you. We know you can't pronounce those words in that Harry Potter book, so we're gonna let you read Cat in the Hat.
After days of being targeted by 50 Cent, Floyd Mayweather finally responded to the challenge in his own way. 50 had offered $750,000 to charity if Floyd could read a page from Harry Potter without struggling. Instead of accepting the challenge, Floyd highlighted his earnings and fired back with, "Read this $72,276,000, followed by, "God bless." As the beef continued, in August 2014, Floyd Mayweather targeted rappers including 50 Cent, Nelly, and T.I. during an interview, arguing that their relevance could fade while his had lasted much longer. Floyd said, "I've been relevant for 18 years, before adding, "Of course, hip-hop artists, they come and go. They come and go, but I'm still here." He also emphasized his own success, saying, "I am a 100 million man." I mean, this is the truth. It's not a lie. The comments were widely interpreted as Floyd dismissing the rapper's careers while highlighting his longevity, wealth, and continued drawing power. 50 Cent reacted after Floyd Mayweather reportedly criticized several rappers, including 50, T.I., and Nelly. Confused by being singled out, 50 questioned why Floyd had targeted him and turned the situation into another public jab.
I look at the computer say, Floyd said, "Fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for? Nelly fucked your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fucking fiance. Say fuck that.
Floyd Mayweather's feud with 50 Cent is not the only source of tension surrounding his business relationships. 50 Cent reignited controversy by sharing leaked audio allegedly involving Leonard Ellerbay and Al Heyman. According to the commentary, the tension may have grown from Floyd and 50's failed plans to build TMT Promotions together before their partnership eventually fell apart. The leaked recording also appeared to raise questions about disagreements over Mayweather's claims surrounding PBC.
50 and Floyd were supposed to start a promotional company together. I think TMT was supposed to be their joint promotions company, and Floyd went ahead and split the other way. If memory serves me correct, I could be wrong, but I think that's what spurred the tension, the falling out between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather. And whenever 50 Cent gets a chance to throw a jab at Floyd, he goes for it. He takes full advantage.
Leonard appeared frustrated by Floyd's comments about the organization, especially after Floyd linked PBC to his own brand. While the authenticity and context of the recording remained disputed, 50 Cent's decision to share it added another layer to the ongoing drama surrounding Mayweather and the people connected to his business empire.
You'll see. Yeah, because like I said, that just pissed me off. He owned PBC. Yeah, well, you've been saying that for many years. You've been saying that.
So it seems that Leonard wasn't happy about Floyd making that comment that he owns PBC. I remember, I think it was in the buildup to Gervonta versus Pitbull Cruz, that Floyd made a comment. I don't think he said that he owned PBC, but he said PBC is really Pretty Boy Champions. That's where like the name came from. I think he was just being a little tongue in cheek with it, but to my knowledge, I have never heard that quote come from Floyd. But if this is Leonard repeating it, I guess it kind of ruffled some feathers the wrong way.
Okay, yeah, okay, fine. We getting to work tomorrow and other thing on that stuff. And your stuff's already in. Your money be in your bank before you leave. Okay. Thank you, man. Okay. I told you I was just pissed. I didn't like what, you know. It's okay. You just worry about your family and you worry about yourself. Me and you stick close together. And we're going to put his little ass in the ground. You'll see.
Wade Plemons and finance expert Spencer Cornelia examined the financial pressures surrounding Floyd Mayweather's extravagant lifestyle. Spencer explains that Mayweather could still have tens of millions of dollars in assets, including real estate, luxury cars, and valuable jewelry. However, having substantial assets does not necessarily mean having enough liquid cash available. Real estate and other expensive possessions can take time to sell, while borrowing against them creates additional financial obligations. Spencer suggests that maintaining an extremely expensive lifestyle can become difficult when income from major fights declines. For someone accustomed to enormous paydays, reduced earnings can create serious cash flow pressure.
He's telling the IRS before that fight, I can't pay my taxes. I don't have the money liquid. After making $300 million 3 years earlier, it's gone. How does that happen?
I wonder if they actually made that much. And I'm not saying he doesn't, because I'm certainly no expert with the high end, but I think boxing is a show sport, and Money Mayweather did a very good job of playing this character, got you to hate him because he's so wealthy, he's so absurdly wealthy. And given his financial struggles, it's legitimately hard to spend $300 million, regardless. Let's assume he did make $300 million. Well, when you're spending $3 million per month, within a year, you've spent through $36 to $50 million. So how we got here, that was now what you just said was 2015. We're in 2026. He hasn't had these big payday fights in 9 years since McGregor. And so I think my answer is simply, when you spend $36 million per year, it only takes not even 3 full years to go through $100 million, which means you need to make $150 to $200 million just to be able to spend that and break.
The discussion suggests that Mayweather's massive spending could become difficult to maintain if his income from major fights decreases. During his prime, enormous fight purses allowed him to cover major expenses and loans with a single event. But as demand for his fights reportedly declines, that financial cushion may become smaller. Spencer also discusses alleged tax issues and liens, arguing that delayed payments can become increasingly difficult when new revenue fails to arrive as expected. The overall point is not necessarily that Mayweather has no assets, but that maintaining an extremely expensive lifestyle can create serious cash flow problems.
You would know about this better than I do. How do you even get out of a situation like that where you're constantly borrowing against your own stuff and using the stuff that you're borrowing against in other loans? Like, you're taking out, and these are personal loans, right? He's not going to the bank with this. He's taking this out with whoever he's going straight to the source with, or and maybe some other rich friends that he's trying to get money out of. How does that work?
Another aspect of this is they can invest in illiquid assets. Real estate is generally a good investment. To my knowledge, from the direct source, Floyd Mayweather has about 30 million to 35 million in New York real estate. To my knowledge, that's all he has. He might have more, but for the sake of argument, let's say he's got 35 million. Well, you can choose to sell that and lose the cash flow. So he does have some assets, but it's illiquid, meaning he has to sell it. And so I think what he's fighting right now is that he does have some assets, tens of millions of dollars in assets. But because he's starting to borrow more and more against them because he just won't reduce that lifestyle spend, at some point, to really answer your question, you have to sell the illiquid asset, or you have to liquidate the jewelry, you have to liquidate the cars. I think there's been some popular videos online of his car fleet. These are assets. If he owns them outright, a $5 million fleet of Rolls Royces and Bentleys is still worth $5 million. However, if you owe $5 million against your jet, you owe $8 million against this real estate, you owe $3 million against your personal property.
DJ Vlad discusses the financial pressure that can come with maintaining Floyd Mayweather's extravagant lifestyle. The conversation suggests that Floyd's spending habits may have created a situation where simply having wealth is not enough. According to the discussion, Mayweather built a powerful boxing business and generated enormous income through promotions and major fighters. However, maintaining the public image of Money Mayweather comes with its own expectations.
Would continue to grow, right? As long as you keep your spending under wraps. So like right now, like I could retire right now. This could be my last interview ever, right? And with my investments, you know, I invested into a lot of great companies like Google and Amazon and Tesla over the years, and those companies have all grown and continue to grow, right? And I could actually borrow money against my stock portfolio without even selling my stocks, right? So I assume that Mayweather was in a similar spot because he made so much cash, and if you invested even in common stocks, you should do pretty well. But I mean, listen, Mayweather never flies commercial. He's only flying private.
So he doesn't own his own plane?
I don't think so. I've never seen a Mayweather plane, like a Drake plane. I've never seen that. Not to say that he doesn't. I don't know Mayweather like that. I've never even met him. So I don't know. I mean, you have a lot of properties. You have a lot of money you're constantly spending.
The argument is that when someone becomes known for showcasing expensive jewelry, luxury cars, and an extremely lavish lifestyle, cutting back on that spending can become difficult without changing the image people associate with them. Vlad compares this situation to other entertainers who earned substantial money but later faced serious financial problems because their spending remained high. The discussion does not establish that Mayweather is actually broke. Instead, it raises questions about whether his enormous expenses, investments, and lifestyle could eventually create financial pressure. The central point is that even extraordinary wealth can become vulnerable when spending consistently grows alongside income.